Slow key, and I say I am Mr. Super Facts. All right. My issue with the character of Jesus, right? So my thing is, the furthest I'll go, that I'll probably go in this lifetime. Once again, I'm not perfect. There's probably, even though I feel like I've came a long way spiritually, but for all I know, I could have so much further to go, right? But when it comes to like the character of Jesus, I feel like just being 100% honest with you, I don't believe in the character of Jesus. I don't believe. Not saying. See, I'm not saying that it's not true or not. I'm just saying I don't believe in it. It doesn't resonate. A human version of Jesus walking around, being able to perform miracles, it doesn't resonate with my spirit. Along with just man being a fucking absolute liar. Man lie about it. Man, since the beginning of time, man has lied about everything, And arguably, that might be the worst sin ever. That might be the worst sin is to lie. Let's just keep it real, because everything, all the other bullshit comes after that. Um, so I'll go out on a limb and I'll say, maybe in this lifetime, and when it comes to Jesus, the furthest I'll go is maybe Jesus was just the first truther. Maybe Jesus was the first conspiracy theorist, right? They put that tag on. That's the furthest I'll go. I don't believe there was a person turning water into wine. I don't believe it was a person, like a human walking on water. I don't believe that. I don't believe that he died. A human died and then resurrected. I don't believe none of that. I don't believe it. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Because I just operate logically, and I'm just like, how can I don't, spirit, logic and spirit, two different things. But we talking about in this physical world, the same physical world that we living in now. I don't believe. I don't believe. And then you throw in all of these like what is it? It's mythos, mythologies, and all of this stuff. It was just basically like, who can tell the biggest lie back then? Let's have a real conversation. It was like, who can make up the biggest story? And even till today, the bigger the lie it is, the more people believe. So once again, I'm not saying that Jesus didn't exist or in a man-made form and he walked the earth and things of that nature, but my it just doesn't resonate with my spirit, just to be honest with you. And now when we talk about the theory of Jesus Christ, if that's the case, a lot of us and Christ consciousness, bro, what Jesus went through being crucified, it's the same thing we go through. We get crucified every single day on every single platform for speaking the truth. So that's why I say the furthest I'll go is that Jesus was, maybe he was just uh, the first, not even the first, but the first, you know, publicly known truther. You know what I mean? That's as far as I'll go with it. Um, I don't think in my lifetime I'll ever just be like, I'll never identify as a Christian or any religion. I'm none of that. Like I'm nothing. When I sit down and I reflect on what I am, I'm just I'm just energy. I'm just light. I'm an immortal light being. That's it. That's all I am. I'm no other label. And we're talking about like that's it. I'm just an immortal, energetic light being. That's it. Or whatever. I'm just immortal energy. That's it. I ain't nothing else than that. I'm an immortal piece of energy. That's it. And I don't even know if in my next life or whatever, if I get reincarnated or go to another realm or whatever, I don't even know if I'll have the same personality. I might have a completely different personality. I might not even have the same character. Let's have a real conversation. So I don't knock people. I don't knock people that believe in Jesus, that that feel he walked the earth. But my whole thing is just like, all right, where's the proof? Because the same way I don't have proof that he was a real person that walked the earth, is the same way they don't have proof that he walked the earth. Nobody has proof of this shit. It's not like they got his bones or whatever, you know. So with me, when it comes to this human experience, is what I'm trying to say. When it comes to this human experience, I just go off of like logic and what resonate with my spirit. That's kind of how I approach my life. Because obviously, like the logic is gonna be there. I'm gonna say what's the best decision, right? And then to reinforce that to make the best decision. Then after I logically figure out what I should do, then I'll say, okay, well, what is my gut telling me to do? What resonates with my spirit as far as making this decision? You know what I'm saying? And then we go from there. But that's kind of how I maneuver in this fucking stupid ass fake ass world, man. Where it's like it honestly feels like it's just a trap. It's just everything here. It's just a trap. It's just a trap. And once again, I didn't live during that time. I never. Maybe there was a previous incarnation of me that lived during the time of Jesus, but my mind was wiped or something, and I don't remember it. But I can't imagine. I just can't imagine living in a time where it's like, because if you look at the world today, if you want to talk about concepts, we live the world that we live in today. Elon Musk, like when they write about these individuals in the history books, they're gonna write about them similarly to Jesus, right? You look at Elon Musk. If Elon Musk really comes out with this Neuralink and put this chips in people's heads and then just completely like change whatever little bit of reality we have left, they're gonna write. And when it's all said and done, thousands of years from now, when they write about or when people read about Elon, they're gonna read about him like he was similar to Jesus, with his impact that he had on society, and the things he was able to do with technology. Let's have a real conversation, man. They're gonna label him like basically a technological magician. Like he has superpowers. The dude was so smart that he was able to build this technology, and he has some superpowers and shit. He's not walking on water, but he's helping people. In other ways that are considered miracles, right? Right. He's creating miracles, is what I'm saying. So I really like, I hate I hate that. It's just like, that's the most polarizing conversation in the history of humanity, right? Was Jesus real? It's the most, and it's just like, because the problem is this, right? This is a reason why it doesn't resonate with me, is because I never believed in the character of Jesus my entire life. And I still was able to become a spiritual person. I never needed to go to church. I never needed to identify as a Christian or whatever religion to like reconnect with my soul and want to grow closer to the source. Now I got something in my fucking eye. Unbelievable. But yeah, I've never needed that. So that's in my opinion, based on my own life, my own experience, I've personally never needed their character of Jesus to believe in it to even, you know what I'm saying, seek out like what is the source, the most high, whatever. I've never needed that. I've never needed that. And it's just like, you know, the concept of the creator putting himself in a vessel so he can experience his creation or whatever, his creation. If that's the case, once again, we're all Jesus. If that's the case, we're all Jesus, and we're all having this human experience, right? We're all God having this human experience, and we're all exercising, you know, the most important variable, or the most important action in this entire realm is, you know, quote unquote free will. That's how I look at it. No matter how evil a motherfucker. Now, I also do believe on some Men in Black shit. I also do believe there are other entities within this realm. But I'm just saying, you know, for the organic people, we're all on a concept wise, we're all Jesus, because we're all God. We're all extensions of God having a human experience that is, you know, ruled by free will. Let's have a real conversation. No matter how fucked up you are, no matter how you know, how good you are. That's how I look at it. I try to simplify this shit. I try to simplify this shit as much as possible. But if it was a situation where if the only way, like if I needed to study and follow in the footsteps of the character of Jesus, and I needed to learn everything about him and things of that nature, and then after, like, he was the middleman, right? And then once I did all of that research and whatever, then I was able to tap in the source. Then I'd preach that shit all day long. But I've never in my life, I've never needed a middleman to the source. And that's what this whole distraction is about. That's what religion is about. I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. These people are killing each other over a fucking book. It's as simple as that. You know? Like, look at the book of Eli. It's the perfect example. Man, it ain't shit. So if man ain't shit in 2024, man wasn't shit before Jesus, after Jesus, and after me and you. Before me and you and after me and you, man ain't shit. So I'm not knocking whatever people need or feel like they need to be, to be a better person, be the best version of themselves, to reach their um, spiritual potential. You know what I'm saying? But I've never needed I've never, ever, ever, not saying, and I'm not saying that it'll never happen, but I've never in my life called out to the words Jesus to help me at all. I always ask the source for help. And I don't know what the fuck the source is. I don't know if the source is a guy, girl, androgynous motherfucker. Uh, I don't know. I don't know if the source is a fucking lizard. I don't know if the source is some AI shit. Okay. I don't know if the source is Tom from Facebook. I don't know. I don't know what the source is. But what I do know is because I don't use the word believe. I don't believe in shit. Either I know something, therefore I can speak on it, or I don't know it, and I don't say shit unless I do my research on it. But what I know is that willpower. We're talking about like just invisible intangibles, like shit that you don't probably listen, man. We talk about willpower. We live on a prison planet, dude. We live on a fucking prison planet. And your entire life, you're a slave. When you're a child, they're teaching you, they're grooming you how to be the perfect slave. That's it. You're a slave. This is a prison planet. So it's like, where do you find the willpower? That's, in my opinion, that's just some like, that is some like divine assistance, willpower. How are you finding the willpower to keep like to not jump off a bridge, knowing your circumstance, knowing the situation that you're in and you're gonna be in for the rest of your life, even if you're rich, even if you become rich, you're just a rich slave. It's as simple as that. I think it's divine assistance. There's a reason why we're not all just jumping out of the buildings, jumping out of high rises, like in the Matrix 4. There's a reason why we're not doing that to ourselves. And I don't think it's just because like self preservation. Because logically, logically, nobody who would want to be here. Logically, who would want to be here in this, like in this system? Yeah, the Earth is a beautiful place. There's a lot of beauty in nature. There's a lot of there's a lot of great food out there, great adventures you can go on. But when you realize like how fucked up the system is, and you really can't do shit without fucking money, you can't do much. You're going to suffer. You're going to suffer if you go out there and you try to live a life of just you try to live off the grid, or you try to live a life of sovereignty. It's gonna be a lot of suffering. It's not saying it's not gonna be worth it, okay? But it's gonna be a lot of unnecessary suffering simply because how fucked up the system is, bro. You know what I mean? And they got this shit perfect. My coworker was telling me that, because these people, man, they hear something on TV and they just run with it. But my coworker was saying that if Donald Trump becomes president, then Donald Trump is gonna make it, when you work overtime, it's gonna be tax free. So your hours that you work that's overtime, it's gonna be tax free. I don't know how true that is. I think I might have heard about that, but they're saying that companies might just get rid of overtime. They just might make it so you're not even allowed to work overtime because these corporations, corporate greed is never going to go away. So they will fire people. They'll bring in AI. The company will never, okay? The employees keep the company fucking going, but they will never pay. They will never the corporate the company. God damn, the corporation will never take a pay cut for their own employees. Let's have a real conversation. That'll never happen. I was thinking about this a couple minutes ago. As just a working place, we work a 9 to 5. You get fucked over from every angle. You get fucked in your ass from every angle. If you work a corporate job, if you work a corporate job, number one, you're getting fucked over by Uncle Sam. You're getting fucked over. You're getting taxed. You're getting taxed by some motherfucker that don't even work. This is your energy. That's not even exerting any energy, and they got their hand in your pocket, taking the money that you make. So you're getting fucked over by your country, by your government, by Uncle Sam, number one. Then you're getting fucked over by corporate, okay? And then you're getting fucked over by your managers, okay? And then you're getting fucked over by your coworkers. You know, these people ain't shit. Your coworkers always coming late, always talking shit about you for no reason. You tell the manager don't do shit because the managers have favorites. The managers ain't shit themselves. A lot of the people that's in managerial positions, they don't know how to manage their own fucking life. They don't know how to manage their own emotions. You know what I mean? They don't even know how to manage their own spirit. Let's have a real conversation. Right? And then you're getting fucked over. Then you get fucked over by your customers, because customers come and if they in a I just had a customer that was in a rush. They got a call that one of their family members was in the hospital and they might be dying. So they pull up to my job and they're rushing me. They're rushing me to do my job. I'm doing my job at the same pace that I always do it. And they weren't like rude or anything, but it's like you're pushing that energy, whatever the fuck is going on with you, you're pushing that onto me. I don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like the truth is, it's just this show. You know, they're pretending to care so much about this person that's in the hospital. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. I saw this meme earlier, and it said when you die, and when you have your funeral, people drive miles to come to the funeral when you die, but a motherfucker will live right across the street from you when you're alive, and they won't even come check on you. So I just, once again, my spirit picks up shit like that. These people are fake as fuck. These people are fake as shit. And you know what I mean? Let's see. Motherfucker live right across the street from and then you die. You done. You're going. So I don't even know. Like, I don't even know, bro. All right, you said Christ is a liar, lunatic, wrong. So only 3 choices. Only thing about so true God is the Father. Jesus never claimed to be God. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, my opinion is the furthest I will go is as if Jesus, not saying, because then they run around and say that Jesus Christ, the image of Jesus Christ is what, the Caesar nigga. He was a painting of somebody. Was he the Pope's son or some Caesar, whatever the fuck? Y'all know who I'm talking about. That's who they say the image of Jesus Christ is. Like I said, I believe in the theory. Listen, if you tell the truth, every way that they depict Jesus Christ as far as the consequences that he faced for speaking the truth, that shit is spot on. That shit is real. If you tell the truth, or you try to uplift a vibration, or you not with the nonsense, you're not with the weird, flexible baby oil, hard boiled egg in your ass shit. Let's have a real conversation. If you're not with the Illuminati freak off shit, if you're not with the Freemason bullshit, if you don't want to have to wake up and work a 9 to 5 and sell your fucking soul for for currency, for fiat, whatever, people judge you and people judge you and they degrade you. And it's fucked up. And then when you treat people like shit, man, I catch it all the time. Sometimes I just don't want to be bothered. A lot of times I'll be at work and like I just don't want to be bothered. Like it don't last a long time, but that's my boy. That's my boy and his loud. I know that loud ass car wherever I see it. But I won't want to be bothered, so I just I won't give a person an attitude, but I just won't be friendly. And every time I'm not friendly to somebody, that's when they like it's like they like try hard as hell to be nicer. It's weird, but when I'm nice to people, you know what I'm saying? When I'm nice to people, it's like they're aggravated. you know? And I'm not saying like I don't be overly nice. Like I'm just normal nice. I'm not like those fake ass. I can't stand when you go somewhere, you go to a store, you go to a restaurant or somewhere, and these people are like all up in your face and like they trying like no, just be normal, bro. Just be normal. If you're gonna be nice, be nice. If you're gonna be an asshole, be an asshole. It is what it is. This dude gave me a Bible, bro. This dude at my job, man. These people. I don't know if the spirit is working through them. Most likely it is. But I have customers that lit in I got one customer that gave me a whole Bible. They could just did a drive-by, He just drove by, threw a Bible at me, and kept it moving. I'm like, what the fuck? I got another customer that gives me these little Jehovah Witness pamphlets and shit. you know? And I don't judge nothing. I read them, I check them out, see what they talking about. And I whatever. If there's information in there, I take it. If it is what it is. It is what it is, man. But these people out here, I think this might be a hot take, but I think that the source is I think the source is more important than Jesus. And I could be wrong. The source, Jesus could have been an extension of the source if he was a real man walking around. But like I said, we're all extensions of the source. Therefore, we're all Jesus. We're Jesus with different names. Okay. Let's have a real conversation, man. They went aside. If he was claiming to be God, they wouldn't try to stone him. They want you to be in the free call. Would try to stone Rice for clearing the Colorado. Stone him because he committed blasphemy by claiming to be equal with God. So I don't bro, you go some places, man, and it's like some people will say Jesus is God, they'll say God put himself in a man in a human flesh and that's Jesus. And then those people that say Jesus is um, the Son of God. And then where I get off, yeah, I'm a songwriter. I'm a songwriter. I write my own raps. Every song that I've ever wrote, I wrote like probably 1,000 songs, 1,000 complete songs. I've probably written 1,000 complete songs. I wrote it myself. So when it comes to the Bible and they say, "Oh, Jesus never wrote anything, his disciples wrote it," man, get the fuck out of here, man. It's just little stuff like that, I get triggered. I can't help it. I can't help it. How can Jesus be? This is I'm about to go there. This is why I might fuck around and go to hell for saying shit like this. How can Jesus be in my top 5 if he don't even write his own raps? I'm just saying, bro. I'm just being honest. How can Jesus be? Why should he be in my top 5 if he don't even write his own verses? Literally. Literally. Cause we play this game of telephone. I'll tell y'all some shit, man. Cause I had a customer and he's a Christian. You got religion and you got spirituality. I'm team spirituality. I feel like spirituality trumps religion. But this guy was telling me that basically the disciples' job, and I want to do more research on it. But he was saying basically Jesus would talk. He would deliver the word. And the disciples would all write down what he's saying, but I guess they would write it down from their point of view or their perspective or how they interpret the word. Correct me if I'm wrong. Why couldn't Jesus just write down what the fuck he wanted to say and how he wanted to say it with the words he wanted to use? Am I doing too much? I don't know. That's all I'm saying. The disciples didn't write the gospels. I thought the disciples wrote, I thought Jesus was on, you know what I'm saying? They posted up, Jesus was like, "Listen, niggas, meet me at Applebee's at 7 p.m. They had an Applebee's in Bethlehem. Let's have a real conversation. Hey, nigga, they had that sorry ass Applebee's, man. Applebee's gonna be around. Only thing that's gonna be left after the fucking apocalypse is roaches and Applebee's. Let's have a real conversation. Under the Vatican. And that's a whole nother conversation, the fucking Vatican, man. Huh. They wanna make this P. Diddy thing so big. They wanna make this pause. They wanna make this P. Diddy. Who gives a fuck? Can you imagine the freak offs that take place over there? When you get that invitation from the Pope, when you get that invitation from the Black Pope, when you get that invitation from the Pope, the other Pope, the real Pope, and he send you the coordinates and shit. Can you imagine? And then they was saying, I heard somebody say as far as this, can't believe we talking about Jesus Christ and P. Diddy in the same fucking live, but they said that the baby oil could have been liquid cocaine. And that shit would be gangster as that's some Diddy shit. That would be some shit Diddy would do. That would be some shit Diddy would do. That's honestly some genius shit. You know? I never read the Bible. One day I'm gonna read the Bible. I think, I kind of stayed away from it because I didn't want to be, I didn't want it to like fuck up my paradigm. I think that's why a lot of people, a lot of people, whether they remain stagnant or whatever the case may be, but when I was growing up, I was like, yeah, I'm not really interested in the Bible, bro. You know? Yeah, I've done research on like the Book of Enoch and other shit. I've skimmed through the Bible. But I don't think that I could ever see myself living my life through that book. Not saying that like one of my favorite scripture verse, whatever you want to call it, is you know, what does it profit a man to gain the world yet forfeit his soul? I don't remember who wrote that, but that's my favorite. That's just I want to get that shit tattooed across my chest. That's like across my heart. That's how much that shit resonates with my spirit. If a nigga said right now, yo, low key, we'll give you like fuck a nigga, we'll give you a blank check. But you gotta okay. We having a freak off at the Vatican in the Vatican basement. We gotta be there in an hour. And Lord knows what the fuck is going to go down there. But when it's all said and done, we'll have a blank check for you. Okay? And my dumb ass would be like, well, they got any food at the Vatican? They be like, yeah, we got pizza and hot dogs. Fuck. I know what that means. I know what that means. The gospel according to Matthew. Y'all niggas read the Bible, man? He said, thou shalt not spread thy cheeks. That's a real thing? Do y'all believe that Jesus Christ was a human being like me and you and he walked the earth? Do y'all believe that Jesus... It's a yes or no question. It's a yes or no question. Do y'all believe Jesus Christ walked the earth like just imagine a nigga just walking in front of the camera right now. Like, what's up, Nick? What up, Jay? You said he was a prophet, yes. Okay, so you believe he was... Rover said yes. Water style said he was a real person. So then my follow-up question is, what's your proof? Is it because of the Bible? Does your spirit does your spirit, or are you like, does the source tell you that Jesus was a real person? Or like where are you getting this, like what is supporting your what's supporting that? He said atheists who don't believe in the miracles believe he was a real religious leader. He said read the Quran. The Quran is for Muslim people. So that's always gonna be my follow up question. Like, What information do you have that supports that? You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, I don't have no information that support that. Did you find Jesus first and then did you find the source? Or did, because I found source first. I connected with source, most high, supreme architect. Like I connected with that idea first before I ever even thought about Jesus. And then the thing that it's like, was Jesus pushing religion or was he pushing spirituality? What was he selling? What was he selling? Was he pushing Christianity? Because if you look at modern day Christians, respectfully, not all, but the majority of modern day Christians are evil as fuck. They are some of the most judgmental people walking this earth. Let's have a real conversation. Freedom and a greater God. And I feel like every culture, bro, it's like food. We all eat in every single country. We all eating the same shit. We all eating meat and potatoes. Pause. We all eating meat and potatoes, right? But in one country, they'll eat it. They'll eat it in like the version of a shepherd's pie or some shit, like ground beef, mashed potatoes. Over here, we'll eat it in the form of French fries and hamburgers, so on and so forth. Same thing with source or a Jesus arc, character, whatever. Everybody believes in the Most High. They just have their own. They have their own brand. Let's have a real conversation. It's just their own brand. So we got fucking like Popeyes and KFC. It's the same exact shit. It's just a different brand. So they have Allah, and then you have God or Jesus Christ. It's essentially the same thing, right? And then, but man, once again, that the whole divide and conquer, and that fucking ego that these people have, they're like, oh, my God is better than your God. When it's like in reality, bro, that shit is irrelevant. That shouldn't even be. That shouldn't even. That shouldn't even exist. That whole, you know what I mean? Said Jesus called God Allah. So that Christ is God. I don't believe that God will create earth. Disconnect from it. Islam. I believe Christ is God. I'm just asking questions, bro, cause if I'm gonna go to fucking if I'm if I'm a burn for eternity just because I don't believe in this goddamn nigga Jesus, bro, I'm gonna be fucking pissed off, man. I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off. For real. Christ is 100% God and 100% man. See, I don't. Yeah, I can't. That's where I'm maxed out. That's where I max out. Not saying that it can't happen, but how can somebody be 100% man and 100% deity? He said there's more than one son of God in the Bible. Who the other son? We don't never hear about them bastard motherfuckers. Who's the other kids? Let me find out God was on Maury. Who's the other sons of God? What's their names? We need first and last names. And what hood they claim. He said Adam was a son of God. Who the fuck is that? Oh, you talking about Adam and Eve? Was Adam the first son of God? Was he the first? That would make sense because who else? So Adam and Jesus, who else was the son of God? Son Goku? He said God shouldn't be able to be figured out by his creation. So you think God doesn't want us to understand what it is? Is that what you're saying? God doesn't want us to understand what it really is? If you create something, like put yourself in that situation. If you create something, like if you create a child, you have a son or a daughter, you don't want your son or your daughter, you don't want your child to know exactly who you are, what you stand for, what you are. You don't want your child to know that? You want to be a mystery to your child? That's how I look at it. That's how but once again, that's like from a physical, because my whole thing is when you don't understand something, a lot of times these people fear shit that they don't understand. So it's like you don't respect it. When a lot of times the average person fears what they don't understand, right? He said, "Damn, this nigga called me a motherfucking roach." He just said, "I'm waiting for these other." You said Adam and Jesus are the son of God. Who else? Who else was sons of God? Adam dropped the ball for all of us. Adam dropped the ball for the fuck. Man, that nigga had one job, bruh. That nigga Adam, bruh. Copy of the list. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I have days where it's like, I have days. When something when bro, when I go get something, like when I go, I'll just go buy something to eat, and I'll go get some food, and I'll just say, thank you, Creator, for giving me the ability to feed myself. It's the ability. The Creator give me the willpower to come to this fucking shithole and be a slave for 8 to 9 hours, bro. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here, bro. I don't want to be here. Everything, like that little demon is, you know, that little rational demon inside of me right now is like, nigga, leave. Get in your car and leave and go do something you want to do. I don't want to be here, bro. I don't want to deal with these stupid ass people shit. This piece of shit didn't even take the trash out, man. I got to work. This piece of shit didn't even take the fucking trash out. Now I got to go do somebody else's job. And I won't be thanked for it. Nobody will show me any appreciation. And if I don't throw it away, I'm going to get yelled at. But the other person cannot do their job and nobody cares. I'm telling you, bro. I fucking hate this shit. I fucking hate this shit, man. You said Christ created Adam. Oh, hell no. Man, Jesus Christ came after Adam. What is you talking about? Now, how the hell did Christ create Adam? He said Jacob was the son of God. All right. I'm gonna do so. I'm just letting you know I'm gonna do some research on this shit. So Lucifer was the son of God. Is that what you're saying? Lucifer was the son of God? Christ is God, so he has always existed. We ain't I can't get jiggy with that. We don't even hear about Jesus. We don't hear about Jesus. I get what you're saying. You're saying that they the same entity. It's the same entity. I get what you're saying. But we don't hear a thing about Yeshua. We don't hear a damn thing about Yeshua until way later in the book. This bitch. I need to. Oh man, let me not do. Some goofy shit about to happen. I can tell already. My question is Lucifer? Are you saying that Lucifer is a son of God? If you're saying that angels are sons of God. That's my question. And my phone is about to die, just so y'all know. Now, let me read the text message. So, I'm talking to somebody. Once again, I don't argue with people. If anything, when somebody says something that I might question, I just start to, I go back into, like, I try to, fucking sitting on the stool, my fucking ass hurt, man. I try to reassess my own paradigm. I don't argue with people. Like, when people say something that I might not agree with or disagree, whatever, I just reassess my own paradigm. So somebody that I respect, they said that Jesus is basically a pathway to God. Okay. All right. That Jesus is a light being. He is just he walked. This person believes that he walked the earth, and he is he's just basically a pathway to God, and it's up to us to decide. Obviously free will, to decide where we go from there. And then what I said was, okay, Because I had a lot of times you don't realize it, you might not even realize it, but you have to explain shit a certain way for your own paradigm or your own subconscious to digest it. Let's have a real conversation. So, in my mind, I'm like, okay, if maybe Jesus Christ was just the first truther, he was just, and not the first truther, but the first like the first popular truther, or quote unquote conspiracy theorist. That's how I look at it. Maybe, you know, was he getting all his information directly from source? Did every single thought that Jesus had come directly from God? Because like us, we don't have that. We have moments where we tap into that, we work as like divine conduits and shit like that. But sometimes we'll get information from, from other people, whatever the case may be, man. Says somehow, sit in my right hand till I make your enemies your footstool. David calls a person Lord, Father, Lord. Huh. This nigga said them Englishmen. My fucking nose is huge. He said them Englishmen ain't shit. Hey, we might have to have a we might have to have not a debate, but might have to have y'all niggas up on here tomorrow night. Cause we gotta get to the bottom of this shit. No Diddy. Said the father talking to Christ. Okay, so before we get up out of here, I think Psych is saying that. I think Psych is saying that Jesus had a God. So Psych is saying Jesus had a God, and Roland is saying that Jesus Christ is God. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what y'all saying. And I'm over here saying, what the fuck am I saying? And I'm over here saying that Jesus Christ was the first truther. He was the first one of us. Well, not the first. I'm sorry. He was the first popular truther. He was the first truther to go viral. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to like make it like a modern interpretation of what Jesus Christ was. You feel me? Yeah, nah, no, there's been truthers since the beginning of the time. That's why I said popular. He was the first nigga to go viral, or just the most popular. Not even the first nigga to go. Not even the first nigga. Not the first at all. I'm just saying like he was the most popular. Like he was like the Doctor Disrespect of gamers, or the Floyd Mayweather of boxers, or whatever. The Donald Trump of politicians. Just the most popular, or whatever. You said one God but three persons. telling you, bro. I can understand. I can understand. I can somewhat understand why people is killing each other over this shit, because this shit is confusing as hell. And it's damn near aggravating. It'd be dope if this motherfucker came back and we just had a pep talk. If Jesus came back and we had a pep talk on earth, and he said, "Listen, niggas, I was over here straightening some shit. I took a fire ass nap. Okay, all right. Time worked different where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I was only asleep for 5 minutes where I'm at, nigga. I fell asleep for 5 minutes where I'm at. Okay, I'm sorry. I know 3,000 years is, but what the fuck? I closed my eyes for 5 minutes. My time. And now y'all niggas out here. You got niggas diving in other niggas' booties out here. What the hell is this? This is not how I left. This is not how I left my creation. Come on, man. When Jesus come back, the Bible says the sky will peel open. We'll know simultaneously that Jesus is back on earth. Listen, bro. All I know is he need to, whatever's going on, just give us, he ain't got to stay. Just come back, come through, give us a pep talk of what are we doing? It's like if you like the manager of a job, like you the manager of a company, but you never give your employees any motherfucking like heads up or nothing what's going on in the company and shit. You just assume for them to know what's going on. We is lost out here. Jesus Christ is the worst manager of earth ever. It's a real conversation. This motherfucker is the worst manager ever. And I know this ain't even his realm. But damn, man. Shit. So yeah, maybe we'll talk about this. Maybe we'll talk about this tomorrow night. Have some people on the panel, but have a real conversation. You know, a real conversation about what's going on, man. You know, that'd be dope as hell to meet. Like, if Jesus was a real person that walked this earth, that shit would be dope as hell if he came back or whatever. We could talk to him. That shit would be dope. That nigga Jesus would be like, you niggas complaining about getting shadow banned. Did you see what they did to me, nigga? Y'all niggas complaining about being shadow banned. While he pulling the nails out of his fucking hands and shit, man. Let's have a real conversation. True, right about come back to destroy the whole earth. It's the current heaven to create a new heaven and earth. So, but if we understood everything, that would make us God too. We can understand shit, but that doesn't give us power. You know what I mean? We can understand shit, but that doesn't give us like the ability to change shit. Or does it? These motherfuckers claim that they know how cancer works, how cancer spreads through the body, but they won't come out with a cure for it. It's the most polarizing shit. It's just definitely top number one in the top five of just most polarizing, unnecessarily confused. Like, come on, man. It's unnecessarily aggravating and confusing how we were created by an entity and then we got dropped off our soul, spirit, whatever. We got this fucking avatar. Our soul spirit is trapped in this avatar. We got dropped off in this piece of shit. It's like when you get off the this is like the Spirit Airlines of whatever realm we in, okay? We are in the Spirit Airline. Earth is Spirit Airlines, nigga. Like, what are we doing? we on the spirit of planets, nigga. This is terrible. I don't want to be here. Earth is ghetto. But look, I got my phone about to die. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I appreciate everybody chiming in on the conversation. Right. But it's just like I said, there's plenty of confusion around God and what the hell is going on down here. And it's like the podium is right there. God ain't God, Jesus, whoever. He ain't hold a press conference in how many years? That's all I'm saying. God, Jesus, neither of them have held a press conference in how many centuries? That's all I'm saying. Every day, every day. Every day. The devil up there at the podium. Let's have a real conversation. Every day the devil up there at the podium. Every day the devil having a Grammy speech. First off, I want to thank God. If it wasn't for him sending me down to this shithole planet, I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? None of this would be possible. Imagine the devil having a Grammy speech. The devil at the VMAs and shit. I want to thank all of these fucking lost souls for keeping my deception going. That's actually